Hola. New flower. Gets to be a large shrub. Little marigold miniature spiderweb. Get pretty big. Gonna weed this area. These little seed startings. Ruby buckwheat. Roses. Trying to get roots. Shading. This is, what do you call this? Those Asian greens. Mustards. Turns purple. Should be interesting. Some zucchini for seeds. This is today's project. Use plastic netting to create a little spot for the chicks to start scratching and digging. This is the black chick. The larger chickens pecked the black chick again. Actually cut the top of his head and he healed back and he's got a little mohawk now. Healed up real fast, pretty amazing. Chicks are losing their little baby feathers. Hard to see with the glare. Yeah, I got tired of digging up weeds and ripping up grass, so I thought, why not have the chicks do it? I was letting them loose in the garden, but it was a pain catching them. Even though at night they would eventually go back. But there's a cat around here. I was worried about the cat catching them. There's the duck. Getting pretty big. This is good. Hopefully they'll clear up this whole spot. I'll probably lose my buckwheat. Just put up some bamboo and some plastic netting. Some clay tiles to hold the bottom. Made a little makeshift door over here. I just need a little rain shelter for him. Amaranth is thriving in this heat. August 31st and it feels like mid-July. Global warming. These are all little brassicas. They don't get much sun in the morning. Shaded by this wall, but so far so good. Rabbit cage needs to be cleaned. Put this little old door. Blocked some of the rain. What do we got here? The sunflowers open up. Hoping to get some seeds from them. Beautiful plants. Ground berries. This is the next spot. I plan on using the chickens to dig out. I'll use a plastic netting to square this off. Get them clean up all this grass and weeds. Leaves are finally showing a little signs. Took down the tomato plants. Got too much rain. Soil is looking really nice. Transplanted a couple little transplants. They're kind of suffering in the heat, but at night they bounce back. Water them. Planted the naranjillo fruit tree. Kind of worried about the winds in the winter, but see how it goes. Waiting for the collards to go to seeds, but these things just go on forever. I'm not complaining. They've been feeding the rabbits. Lost some of the perennial kale plants. They're nice tender leaves too. Celeriac's doing pretty good. Got some seeds too, but you can see it's starting to bulb up the root. These are all celeriac. Kind of nice. Hoping the Italian kale goes to seed also. Oh, didn't see these. These just opened up. This is a nice mix. This is perennial kale, amaranth, white buckwheat, sunflowers. There's even some bok choy down there. Got shaded out. Experimenting. These plants too close together in the sun. Too much rain and then too hot. It's Swiss chard. Call them perpetual spinach, but it might. Yeah, I think they're all done. More grass. Grass is just non-stop here. This little row of amaranth is working out pretty nice. Planted these last, catching up. But down here, this is doing pretty good. Couple little transplants. Since summer is almost over, brassicas are probably the best thing to grow in the colder weather. These are amaranth greens. Never really took off. Some marigolds, zinnias. Very nice. Cool leaves too. Another amaranth. Whoa. This one's getting pretty large. Put rabbit fertilizer. Interesting. I planted these first. They're closer together, crowded. This one just has amaranth. Taken off. Interesting to see the difference. Need to make a path over here. Oh yeah, the Russian kale. Handling the heat alright. Sunflowers should be opening up soon. There's one. Another one. This should look nice once they fill in. I had enough seeds to do a whole hedge. I should have done it. This is the Russian kale I planted under the kale. And the kale gave it a nice canopy shade from summer heat. Here's the last of it. Still got some stems. Banana plant. This is some sort of melon. What do they call it? I forget what they call it here. Melon, peach, something. Shade's getting it. There it is. There's a nice shot of it. Get these little melons. Tastes pretty good. Not too sweet. Mild. Persimmon's doing pretty good. Some new growth. Kale. Oh, and someone donated like 8 chickens today. They got tired of them. So these are all new chickens. Probably gonna have a barbecue. Yeah. don't need another 8 chickens. But I figured, why not? Could always grill them up. There's 2 smaller ones from the island Madeira. There's one of them. Friend has roosters. I might get a rooster. There's the other one, that little white one. There it is. There's the rooster. Establishing his turf, huh? Easy, buddy. There's the guinea fowl back there on the perch. And Fig's doing great. Pretty cool. Little figs. Transplanted some fruit trees. Little seedlings. That was looking pretty good. These plants are huge. These are the flowers. There's the fruit. Sweet and sour fruits, they get pretty good. Oh, it looks like the seeds. I think this one's ready to go. Oh, a little longer. Yeah, the amaranth looks really nice. Really low maintenance. Nice color. See how it is to harvest and actually use that as an edible plant. Look at the size of these sunflowers. Huge. They're like 10 feet. I'll have to measure them. Massive. Thought these were tall. There's a bee on there. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, little tomatoes. Let me see. Yeah. Here we go. Very good. I got a lot of these tomatoes, but the rain messing them up. Some more. Oh. It's all right. Neighbor gave me a ton of tomatoes. These were green tomatoes. Never really took off. Whew. Hopefully I can save some seed from these sunflowers. Grow them next season. trying to catch these chicks, but the sun's glare is making it tough for me to see. So this little guy's got a mohawk now. This guy's been through the ringer. You can see it, right? Funny. Resilient. Alright. Yeah, I've been thinking about having these chicks clear out this place for a couple of days. Started letting them loose out of the chicken run, and they were just loving eating the grass, scratching. And I think it helps them grow because they're finding all types of bugs, grass, bugs. So my theory is they're getting a lot better nutrition, and then the exercise and everything. And I think it makes them happier doing what they naturally love to do. There's the duck. Where's he at? There he is. Camouflaged. You can just see they're just loving. In the afternoon heat, they'll find a little shade, relax, and then pick up again. Give them about a week. This will all look like this. There's brown. Nature's tillers. Hoping they can kill some of these weeds. This is a little rooster, little runt. He's the smallest guy.